Good morning, Steve Reed with the Morning Grain Comments. Hope everybody has a nice weekend and a safe weekend. It is October 1st, so we'll see what kind of surprises the market has in for us during the month of September. October certainly was a down month because of all of the disruption at the Gulf because of Hurricane Ida and how that backed up some of the export demand out of the U.S. and kept prices on the defensive. Yesterday we had a USDA report, and September 1 stocks is not normally a big mover, but this year it has been, with USDA up to this date calling for U.S. corn, bean, and wheat stocks lower than the average trade guess. Yesterday, USDA did show a lower wheat crop and lower wheat stocks, and you have wheat prices higher overnight. But in the beans, they found 82 million bushels of the 2020 crop that they passed on to the carryout. No previous stocks report showed this increase in supply, but the market did react pretty violently to that. And overnight, you've got beans right around the 1250 area in the November. Corn also saw a slight increase in the corn September 1 stocks. But I think, again, corn is up to just how much this final yield is going to be in final exports. And so there was most people looking for end users to add to coverage on yesterday's break in prices. Still waiting for maybe lower lows in the beans and meal before people begin to start buying the bean and meal futures. Beans and meal will be up to China demand, the final U.S. yield, and also the South American weather conditions. As far as weather is concerned, we did come out with our weather guys 30-day outlook, which has much of the Midwest warmer than normal, with precip near to above normal. For the November through early 2022 time frame, it looks like most of the southern plains will be dry. The Midwest will be a little bit below normal, but the eastern third of the U.S. will be above normal precip. Most of the eastern half of the United States will be colder than normal, which begs that natural gas prices will probably go higher, and winter wheat crop conditions in the southern plains might be a little bit less than normal. It's dry in parts of Russia, Brazil, Argentina, and wet weather in Western Europe continues to delay harvest there. We did see that some came out with private estimates of the U.S. 21-22 corn carryout anywhere from 1 billion bushels to 1.2 billion versus the government's 1,400. Most people raised their soybean carryout for 21-22 between 265 and 300 million bushels versus the government's 185. And most people are looking at a 510 U.S. wheat carryout versus the government's 615. We did note that when you look at the quarterly numbers for the beans, exports were only 112 versus 315 last year, and crush was 492 versus 536. And over in the corn, feed and residual was only 608 versus 954 last year, and the wheat feed and residual was 256 versus 213 last year, and annually it's 160. So have a good trading day. Please be safe, and remember, always treat people like you yourself would like to be treated.